year of our Lord 1135 had come to an end. King Henry of England, son of William the Conqueror, had died.
Narrator.
It was a time of poverty and death, and that the pillars of the earth themselves had begun to crumble.
Hey, Pillars of the Earth reference, awesome. Stroke pony. Call brother Paul. Who's Paul? I don't know, but I love my pony more than this Paul guy, so let's just give our pony some love.
Is there no one to welcome us?
Who goes there? You just crossed the bridge, right? That'll be a farthing for you and a penny for your horse.
My horse? Inform about mistake. Remains severely. I have mistakes.
It's not easy doing the Lord's work when you're hungry.
Threatened to tell Prior. Guy deserves to be threatened. He did says he's hungry. Let's just offer him some cheese, you know?
It is not much, but I can share this with you.
The cloth still smells a bit of the cheese that was wrapped in it. You still kept the cloth. It's probably dirty.
I hope now it will be easier for you to fulfill your duties.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Will you take care of my horse, brother? I've come to see Prior James.
Sure thing, brother.
Prior James? Fish should go nicely with that cheese.
What?
What?
Why are they ringing the bells?
Don't you know? The devil has come to Kingsbridge.
The devil?
The devil has come to Kingsbridge?
Oh my gosh, look at the pony. It's so beautiful. Our task this time is to find Prior James. Current location, Kingsbridge. Monastery. Road into Kingsbridge. Path to the mill. River. Priory takes fish from the river. River moves to Priory's mill. And river carries away Priory's waste. It's just poo. This almost looks like a gingerbread house. Off we go, Philip. Into the mill. Mill door. That's the mill door. A manger. Look at all these sheep. So many sheeps. Move away, sheep.
Why is this locked?
I don't know. Can't you just break it down? Oh.
Locked.
Oh, right. Look at this dude. Oh, wow. This is so cool. Door into the cathedral. Cathedral? Hey, isn't that what Tom's been talking about all those time? Cathedral. Door into the cathedral. Yo.
Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night.
Yep. They're all praying.
Nor of the pest. Our beloved Prior James has served the Lord all his life.
Prior James, our beloved. They're all too busy
Prior
praying.
James?
Look at this
Francis?
dude. He's just staring at us. He's just like staring at our soul while smiling. Those creepy smiles. Look at that! Oh my gosh!
Philip, we told your brother you'd come to Kingsbridge New Year's Day.
I did not expect to see you here.
I was on my way back to Gloucester and wanted
I
to
did
see
not
you.
expect to see any of these weird
Priest
people
working
here.
in the world of politics. You must tell us about it, Francis.
Politics.
Of course.
And his brother?
Politics.
Prior of what now? 2 years?
I'm not good at politics.
Our little cell is happy and healthy.
Cell?
Happy
You live in a
and
cell?
healthy.
Also, they make a remarkable cheese at St. John's.
Oh, cheese.
Come by the kitchen later to see us, will you?
Cheese? I think I gave the cheese away. Was this man expecting some cheese from me? Ask about devil. Devil? Who's a devil? How did James die? Yeah, how did Prince James? Prior James die.
Then we found his footprints by the bridge. And
Oh, that's horrible.
a hole in the ice.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh,
What is Francis doing here? And where is he? Francis doing sus things.
This priory is so much bigger than our small cell in the forest.
This is flippin' huge. Match of Kingsbridge Priory, 1136. 1136, open map. Cemetery. There's a cemetery. Just wish there's no zombies. Ooh. Cathedral main gate. Oh, it's opened. A collapsed tower. A disgrace. Ew, what is that? Ew. Horse, pony. It's our pony. It's just getting old. Wasn't it, John? Aww. Oh, a guest house. Wait, I can make music with this. Awesome. Wow, look at that. Yo, this is so cool. What is that? Holy water. Ooh,
The
cathedral.
cathedra. It is not for me to take that seat.
Why not? Oh, the bishop's throne. Hey, yo, Francis, my man. Brother among brother. I'm happy to see you. You look troubled. I'm happy to see you, brother.
I'm happy to see you, little brother.
It's good
Little
to see you
brother.
too.
Francis, what are you doing here?
King Henry is dead.
I know. Word reached St. John's shortly before I left.
First the king, and now Prior James.
God has a plan.
Francis notes, Rivalry for the Throne, Part 1. Ask how you can help, don't get involved. Don't get involved? Involved what? I want to help my
Maybe we could
baby
stop
brother.
this.
I was sent to look for a messenger of my lord. Farmers said the messenger was heading for Kingsbridge 2 weeks ago. The knight was carrying a confidential document that might change the course. People here trust you.
Right.
Maybe the monks here know something. One more thing. No one can know why we're looking for the knight.
The knight? Who knows something about Francis missing knight? Francis missing knight? Francis have a knight. Is he like a king or something? Prince? Who knows something about Francis? Okay, our next task is to find out about the missing knight. Isn't that right, Philip? Isn't that right? Hey, cracking the wall. Oh, wow. What on earth? Did we fall from grace? Ooh, crypt of Saint Adolphus. Adolphus? Who's Adolphus?
Locked.
That is scary. Path around the cathedral. Oh my gosh, it's the cemetery. It's where all the zombies are. Oh, look at this dude and all this. Who are these people? Novices.
My father gave the priory a good deal of land to keep me fed. I won't eat salted fish all day. Shall we go into the cellar again tonight? You still have old Cuthbert's keys? Indeed I do.
One of the novices said he had cups through his Kraken Cathedral. Kraken Cathedral. Let's go. Oh, House of the Prior. Oh, what is this? Prior James' house. Wait, isn't he dead? And St. John and I sleep in the dormitory. Does a prior really need his own house? You're a friar in St. John? Hey, look at this guy. It's the same guy before.
I asked not to be disturbed.
Report Brother Marcus the key. Oh, right, the key.
Brother Marcus stole Cuthbert's keys.
Brother Marcus. I will deal with him. You were right to report this to me. Theft is something we cannot take lightly.
Stealing keys. How dare they? They steal keys. About reporting the key thief. Oh, we're talking about that again.
About the keys that were stolen by Brother Marcus.
I will deal with him.
Because God created us in His
Oh,
image.
oh, it's them. Never mind.
That's why we can all pray to Him.
Okay.
We don't need to go to church for that.
What the?
No, we are the temple.
What's wrong with them?
Why a church then?
There they
Philip.
are.
Brother Milius.
Hey, in here it looks so warm.
Come. Warm yourself by the oven.
Is that Philip? Tell him to warm himself by the oven.
Look at all these people. Cuthbert, Milius.
Brother Cuthbert, you seem worried.
Prior James was a kind man, but the priory is in a terrible state, Philip.
Philip knows. He was just too kind to say anything.
Yes, I know. Has there been a night at Kingsbridge recently?
Milius, wasn't there a poor soul found dead before Christmas?
I don't know if he was a knight.
He was put to rest in the cemetery.
The cemetery. That was the right thing to do. Let us continue another time, Brother Cuthbert.
Of course.
Of course.
He's about to burn all the books and documents in the prior's room, including the priory's ledgers.
Oh no.
Regis says James asked for everything to be burnt after his death.
Well, I guess I'll be leaving in.
We'll talk more later.
Bye, Milius. Hey, there's a man. Brother Paul. What's up with your foot?
What's wrong with your foot, Brother Paul?
Oh, just a chilblain.
You should have a fire.
It's all right. It's not that cold.
Don't take it lightly.
Well, I'm just gonna ask him about the night.
Have you heard about a knight in Kingsbridge?
Knight? Yes.
Where is he now?
He died.
Francis Knight had a letter with him. It's probably in the prior's room. Oh, right. I also noticed this. This thing going over here. Yeah, a path between trees. We're going to a forest. Yo, look at all these. Oh my god. That's so calm. Yeah. Limestone. Limestone, blah, 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 blah. Beech nuts. These nuts have been judging whether try to scroll are interested. Oh. You'll be stealing some of those nuts. Don't know why you took it. It's probably useless, but okay, I guess. Hey, I just realized. Chapter house. Thought there was a chapter house. Ooh, what's that?
What we have to ask ourselves is, can our Saint Adolphus still protect Kingsbridge in these dark times?
He couldn't protect Prior James. Ever since that lightning struck the cathedral, he wasn't the same.
When you take over my position as sacrist, you should implore the bishop to send us a new relic. By then I'll be sub-prior. The new prior and I will support you.
This is my sacrist idea, support sacrist idea. You want to be sub-prior? I'm gonna be sub-prior.
All Kingsbridge needs is faith and hard work.
Philip of Gwynedd, I wanted to talk to you.
Really?
How dare you disturb Brother Remigius Requiem?
I'm afraid the choir is waiting for me.
Stay, brother. There's no reason you shouldn't hear what Philip has to say for himself.
What do I want to say? I was shocked. I beg forgiveness. Forgive me, my dear.
I beg your forgiveness. I was overwhelmed when I heard Prior James passed.
You should know better. Now, I'm sure at St. John's you're a good prior, but here we adhere to the rules.
You mentioned a new prior. Ask about Francis Knight letter. Boop, boop.
You mentioned a new prior.
The election will be held in a few days.
And our cathedral. We must.
Hey! Click in the wall. Oh, is this about this? One of the novices said he hid Cuthbert's keys in a crack in the cathedral. Looks like we're going to... what's his name again? That guy in the flippin' library, I guess? Hello there.
I would like to take a look at Prior James's documents.
Why is that?
Well, our little cell has given much to the Mother House. I would like to ensure that all is accounted for.
So you do not trust us, Philip, is that it? They will be burned tonight.
But the new prior will be lost without the ledgers and contracts.
After the election, I'll be the new prior.
Only the chapter meeting can decide on these matters.
Of course.
The prior's books must not be burned.
We can't allow Prior James's books to be burned.
That, Philip, was Prior James's wish.
This priory is in debt. And without the ledgers and documents, that will never change.
True, true.
Besides, the wisdom in his books is priceless.
Oh, wow.
It is not up to you to make decisions in this priory, Brother Philip.
We're accused of self-indulgence. What's self-indulgence? Indulgence? Let's just put some quote.
Do not domineer over those in your charge, but be an example to the flock.
1 Peter chapter 5. You shall argue your case in front of the brothers in a chapter meeting.
Sir, yes, sir. In order to save Prior James' documents, all brothers need to attend the meeting. Looks like we'll be sending off invitation, eh? How do I invite them? Hello? Young monks.
There will be a chapter meeting in a few minutes.
Oh yes, we will be there.
The sacrist agreed to a meeting. Brother Andrew has arranged a meeting.
There will be a chapter meeting today. Ah, wonderful.
I always put some extra stones on the stove to warm up water. Put one in your pocket. You'll keep warm.
Oh, yes, please.
Ouch!
Careful. They're hot.
We can use this. Whatever this is. We can use everything.
Medeas, why do you keep a beautiful pot like this around?
I started collecting some seeds and nuts because I wanted to start a new garden.
Because you're nuts.
If you find some, let me know.
Oh, I do actually. I have some nuts here with me. Some beech nuts if you want some.
I found some beech nuts.
Ah, we will grow a beech tree then.
Wonderful.
Here, Paul.
Oh. Ouch! Oh. A hot stone! Oh. Philip, if you ever run into trouble with Remigius, be careful to answer him. Do not stay silent.
Silent?
Nothing makes him angrier than someone who doesn't answer. He becomes weak and defensive. It's not fitting for a sub-prior, let alone prior.
Ah, it'll make him weak, huh? So if I stay silent, it'll make him weak, huh?
There will be a chapter meeting soon.
The choir has finished singing.
Let's
the
go.
cantor should find time now.
Let's go.
Are you ready for the chapter meeting, Brother Philip?
Yes.
And this is why Prior James's wish must not be honored. Kingsbridge Priory would be beyond saving without financial records.
I think we have all understood the reason for your concern, Brother Philip.
Really?
But before we come to a decision, let us hear other voices of concern.
I would like to know why you would doubt the wisdom in Prior James's decision.
Stay silent.
Maybe you didn't know him as well as we did, Philip.
Stay silent. Stay silent.
I can say I knew him well. What are you trying to achieve with your silence?
I say he knew him well.
James was the one who asked Philip to take care of St. John in the forest.
It was a wise decision then. But his last wish was not.
Doubt that monks knew James state that walking on ice was unsafe. None of that
Your
option
silence is offensive. You came to talk, so talk.
Prior James was a troubled man.
Yes. He left the priory in the dead of night.
God was testing Prior.
I say the devil chased him. Do you doubt that? Do you doubt that, Philip? Surely you must have an answer. I know because Prior James confided in me.
Look at the guy. Look at Arnoldus.
Prior James will face judgment. It is between him and God.
Philip is a good man. He was the only one to say I should have a fire.
But did he do anything besides talk?
Yes, he brought me a hot stone.
But why don't you tell us the real reason you have come before us?
It's a secret.
Let me answer.
No. Why is he not answering any of my questions?
Calm down, Remigius. Philip has said what he had to say.
Why is no one listening to me?
Look around you. This priory is in a sorry state.
I say we leave the decision not up to a vote, but to Remigius.
That is against the rules.
Is it? He will be our new prior in a few days. Cuthbert declined. Do you not remember?
I remember well. And I say no one in Kingsbridge is better suited for prior than Remigius. That said, there is someone not from our priory, someone better suited. I nominate Philip of Gwynedd to be the new prior of Kingsbridge. What do you say, Philip?
I can't disagree with that.
Well, yes, obviously, my choice.
What?
Excellent choice. What about Remigius?
That's surprising.
Great idea.
Philip.
Brother Philip, do you accept the nomination?
We don't have much time. Evening Mass will begin soon.
Should I not have accepted the nomination?
You've never been good at saying no. And Milius is right. Kingsbridge needs you.
What about St. John's?
I will ride there tomorrow. I will let them know you will be staying in Kingsbridge for a few days. Thanks to you, these documents and books will not be burned. Now, we have to find that letter.
You truly think the letter can help prevent a war?
If the message says what I think it says, then yes, I do.
Francis' Notes Rivalry for the Throne, Part 2. Francis' Note about the late King Henry, Empress Maud, and King Stephen, Part 2, dated 1st January 1136. Our new King Stephen, blah 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 blah.
Now, let us look for the letter.
Look at you, Sancho McGratchan. Tom. Hey, look, Tom. Hey. Wait, is the letter?
Francis, I think I found it.
Awesome.
Break the seal.
Let's go. Do it, do it. Letter, inspect. Let's go. Let's do this. Letter dated December 18th, 1135. Robert of Gloucester. Name the day and we will be ready to shed blood in the name of Empress Maud. I and my bondsman will ride against Stephen of Blois. We do not start the war, but we shall unleash it. But we shall unleash it. Stephen himself started it. The day he betrayed King Henry's daughter and took her throne, he and those who swore loyalty to him. Bartholomew, Earl of Shiring.
Oh, this is it. You found it.
Let's go.
The Earl of Shiring is about to start a war.
Yes. He's made contact with my own master, Earl Robert of Gloucester.
Who is this King Stephen that has taken the throne?
A nephew of King Henry. Do you ever think of the day our parents died?
Francis, you know I don't like to talk of that.
I know. It's just that I think of them all the time. And I've always blamed King Henry. The church suffered under his rule as much as we did in Wales. Philip, you have to show this letter to the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
Why me?
Because you have to. There's no other way. Our late King Henry was opposed to Rome's influence in England. King Stephen, on the other hand, swore to preserve the rights and privileges of the church, and we can help him if you tell the bishop to protect Stephen.
You want the bishop to help the new king, King Stephen?
I want a king who supports the church. I want these dark times to end. I want to stop the Earl of Shiring from starting a war. He could set the whole of England on fire. My lord the Earl of Gloucester can never know what I was doing here. You must not tell the truth about how or where you got this letter. Don't tell anyone I was involved.
Do you really think the bishop will help?
Tell him you found the letter by coincidence.
And if he does not believe me, what then?
He will believe you. The question is, will he really try to stop the Earl of Shiring? I will ride to St. John's and tell your monks you will stay in Kingsbridge until the election.
What if the Earl of Shiring finds out what I'm doing? What if the bishop tells him?
Philip, calm down. He is your bishop.
I'm a simple monk. Who am I to talk to a bishop?